Hi, Todd Wente here with Path to Progress for March 20, what's today, 4th? 24th. March 24th.
Okay.
Not 25th, because the 23rd would have been Monday. Today's Tuesday, 24th.
No, this is Wednesday.
Is this Wednesday?
It's Wednesday.
25th. My goodness, I'm losing track of time. It's a good thing I got my son with me here today. Otherwise, I'd be just doing all kinds of crazy stuff. March 25th, 2026. It is just unbelievably hot here in Utah. It's like 80 degrees in the middle of March. Who knew? And I've been struggling to get up in the mornings and make sure these videos get out early, so I decided that I would make sure that I got this one out this afternoon. Been talking a little bit about the rules. Rules, you know, I remember two things pop into my head every time I talk about rules. One of them is NCIS, Gibbs rules. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, well, I can't do much for you. But the other one is the Pirate Code. Johnny Depp and Pirates of the Caribbean, the Pirate Code, well, it's more guidelines. And so most of my rules are guidelines. I've talked about a couple of them. The one who adapts has the power. Respect, you get what you give, but you got to give first. Today's rule, it's a guideline, but it's a pretty powerful rule as far as making progress. And the rule is ask more questions. I have only had one situation where asking more questions got me in trouble. In all other situations, asking more questions has always led to positive outcomes. And quite frankly, the asking more questions situation that I was in where asking more questions got me in trouble, I was already in trouble. Asking more questions just made it worse. And some of that was stuff I couldn't control. It's a very painful subject. While you're at it, give me a paper cut and pour lemon juice on it. Moving on. Ask more questions. One of the things about asking questions that is really fascinating is that when you ask questions, you find out stuff. Now, I know some of you may be sitting there saying, duh. But most of us are going through our lives trying to figure out what we're supposed to do. What are we supposed to do next? And we're like, I'm trying to do the right thing. I just don't know what it is. Ask a question. I'm trying to know how to handle my relationship with my wife or my spouse or my friend. Ask a question. You know, sometimes those questions could be something as simple as, what would make our relationship better now? Maybe those questions are something as simple as, how do I show you I care? When we're talking about making progress in a job, maybe we can ask, well, what does complete look like? What does done look like? Brene Brown in her work in Dare to Lead, she talks about the idea of painting done. The idea of saying, paint done for me. What does done look like? Those kinds of questions, in my experience, open the door for progress. And so I would encourage you, like I'm encouraging myself, ask more questions. The more questions we ask, the more information we get, the better opportunity we have of making sure that we can make the progress we want to make. So ask more questions. Hope this has been useful. It's sure a good reminder for me. Got to remember, ask more questions. Have a great day. Share this video with as many people as you can. If you found it to be of value, we're trying to get more people to come with us on the path to progress. In the meantime, this has been the Path to Progress. My name is Todd Wente. Nulum Diem. We'll see you next time.